this.
Are you awake?
I'm sorry. I had turned off my consciousness to test the new equipment installed on me.
Yes, that's why we use the emergency channel. We've been asked to go into action.
Has something happened? Who sent the request?
We'll brief you on the details in transit. Also, regulations say that the member with the lowest serial number is in command. Currently, that's you.
I'm in command? Are you sure about this? After all, I'm...
You're well suited for it, in my opinion.
Understood.
2012, damn. Wearing a ski mask on the airplane, that's a little odd, but hey, whatever, man. Master identities? Why are you masking identity from each other, though?
Tell me about the situation and make it quick. We don't have much time.
Interesting.
There hasn't been a plane hijacked in this country in over 10 years. None of us, not even me, have dealt with this before. Still, the procedure remains the same. Trust yourself, remember your training, and keep a cool head.
Oh boy, it's getting funny.
Come on, talk to us.
All this just for Aigis to head out. My God.
Sir, there's a report from HQ. They picked up a transmission from one of the passenger cell phones. It's a smartphone with GPS, so they can tell it's inside the plane.
Confirm those details for me.
Mind you, smartphones in 2012 are very, very different than how they are today. To think it's been 13 years, really? The smartphones started really booming. Damn, technology truly has advanced. Okay.
A man's life is at stake if we don't wrap this up within the hour. Looks like we can't stall for time.
Yep.
What? Withdraw? This is a hijacking! What are you thinking withdrawing our people?
I mean,
Yes, I understand.
you better. Shoot.
Wait, what's going on?
Yep, that's what I want to know.
Orders are orders. We'll fall back at once. Get ready.
Oh boy, something didn't go well with the plan. Uh-oh. Sun ain't right.
Who are you?
For the next half hour, we're in command of this scene.
It might be Men in Black.
You didn't answer the question. Who's responsible for this?
Oh, that's Aigis. It was like, move aside. We got our android over here.
So you're the one in charge?
Yes.
Are you shitting me?
No. I don't know. I mean, that's up to you. But
There is no time to waste quarreling.
Are you not even gonna tell me who you're with?
I cannot.
So you expect me to hand over control of the scene to you without even telling me who the hell you are?
that's
I
right.
believe orders to withdraw have already been issued.
Get over it, buddy. Let's put these foolish
I don't
ambitions
know
to
what kind of
rest.
juice you have with the brass, but are you ready to be responsible for the deaths of those passengers?
Your protests are doing nothing to relieve the danger. Rescuing them as soon as possible is my, or rather, our duty.
Yeah, duty.
Have faith in us. We too wish to save them.
It was crazy that her Japanese voice sounds better than her American one for some reason. Out of everyone in the
But you got
series.
exactly 30 minutes and not a second more.
Fair enough.
Understood. Well then, move in as naturally as possible while staying in their
That's how it
blind
works.
spots.
The closest we can get without them noticing will be about 10 meters from the plane.
That will be more than enough.
More than enough. Okay.
Now, let's begin.
Man. Man, this trip is taking longer than it should. My God.
What's she doing?
Jesus, people, just let her sit down and adjust. Jesus. Like, did anyone tell her that she's with C's or with the Kirijo group? For crying out loud. Just let her do the thing, people. Come on.
What?
Oh.
She jumped?
I didn't realize she wasn't human.
What's she gonna do with that knife? That's just crazy.
All this just so she can freaking get to point A to point B. My God, these people be doing the most. Alright. We're gonna, there's no point to all this extra detail. Everyone's all gunned up, worried that she's gonna do something crazy. In reality, she's just... Yeah, you wanna get funny with her, guess what? She's gonna put you down. You're stupid. Yeah, don't try to do this. Yeah, I got one job. Take her point A to point B. Y'all being foolish. Yep, you're getting slammed around and everything.
Do not be alarmed. I have come to Your safety has not been secured yet, so please stay calm and remain in your seats. Excuse me. We were told someone requires medical assistance for their chronic heart illness.
You got a guy with a heart disease, and then you got her, right? And these people starting a ruckus. I'm like, bro, yeah, just say you want this guy with a heart illness to die of a heart attack, for crying out loud. He's probably all tensed up from like seeing her pop up, right? And she's chill, but then everyone was acting all the fool, and it's like, oh, come on now, Jesus, the situational awareness is astounding.
I am impressed with your judgment to stay hidden until an opportunity arose. Ah.
Oh God, seriously. What is wrong with these people? Like, all this just for Aigis to get from point A to point B? Who wrote this? Whoever wrote this made up a whole story that didn't need to exist. Like, this is just stupid. It could have been averted if you had just simply stopped playing the fool and just let her go from point A to point B. That made this harder than it had to be. My God.
She's done already?
Yeah.
It hasn't even been 5 minutes. There should have been at least 3 hijackers.
5 minutes, bro. It felt like an eternity.
You know what they remind me of? Is those guys. Like Men in Black or something.
Captain, who are those people? Is that one even human?
This is just a rumor. But I've heard that the higher-ups formed an unofficial security group in conjunction with a certain corporation. It's supposedly for cases that are a little strange. I hear they have some official standing with the police, too.
Oh, now you just realized about C's, huh? Oh, congratulations.
Though it's all some private enterprise, so technically, there's no authority involved at all.
What? But this is Japan we're talking about.
A search and destroy unit that answers to no department and keeps no records. I've heard them called shadow operatives.
A girl?
Kind of like Labras, but dressed kind of like the way Aigis was when she was introduced in Persona 3.
May I check on something?
What is it?
If you look towards my left, in front of the luggage loading bay is... She's not there. That can't be.
What's the matter?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was apparently seeing things. Are you all right, Mitsuru-san?
Aigis. I didn't think you'd be the one to come.
In fact, I was surprised to be called on to deal with something like this. The suspects made no demands. What were they after? At first, I thought I was summoned because you were their target, Mitsuru-san.
The higher-ups must have thought the same thing and panicked. Especially considering there's cargo on that plane they wouldn't want made public. Wait a second, that cargo...
Is something wrong?
This hijack seems strange now that I think about it. They made their move before takeoff, which is odd timing. And they forced the boarding announcement to be stopped. I thought maybe it was their way of trying to pull it off with a small team.
Are you saying that rather than a passenger, they were after that cargo? It's true that no one would consider the unloaded luggage during a hijacking.
I guess I need you to check on my things. Though if I'm right, it's already too late.
Oh boy.
Even if you're right, why would they be interested in your belongings?
Because she has things.
My usual cargo wouldn't be worth hijacking a plane over. But I was carrying something sensitive this time. Normally, if they wanted it, they'd have to bypass a Kirijo facility's security or attack the vehicle transporting it. But by doing it this way, they can divert the entire country's attention with a few model guns.
Mitsuru-san's cargo. Sensitive belongings for a vacation. I understand. Hijacking a plane out of a desperate desire for undergarments. This incident will surely go down in history.
There's no way they try to go after her because of underwear.
What?
I assure you.
You're jumping to conclusions. It's not sensitive in that way. Besides, my underwear is in this bag and... That's it. Enough about underwear.
This is good. I love this.
More accurately,
This went from
my
boring
cargo
to
contained
funny.
items from Ergo Research. My trip to Kagoshima was partly vacation, but also to oversee their transferal to Yakushima.
Man.
Aigis speaking. I see. Understood. It's as you suspected. They found that one of the boxes scheduled for transport has gone missing.
I thought as much. We must get it back, I guess. The rest of the team can finish up here. I need you to come with me.
Will you be joining the search as well?
Well, I am personally involved, so yes.
In other words, you will officially rejoin the unit and participate in this mission.
Oh, duh.
To be more direct, is it accurate to say that you are abandoning your vacation?
Like she got a choice. She's sulky. She's like,
Then I hereby transfer command authority to you, Mitsuru-san. Regulations state that the member with the lowest serial number is to take command. And since you are member number 1,
yep, she the OG.
the official
so.
leader of the Security Department Shadow Response Unit, also called the Shadow Operatives.
I mean, she's a
I had
leader.
a feeling
She's
I wouldn't
also
be able to
leaders.
enjoy this vacation for long. But I can't allow anyone to be hurt again by the things we, the Kirijo group, created. We'll get this cargo back at all costs. Mission or no mission, I'm making it a personal priority.
Understood.
That's about right. Yep. there's more nuance to that if you study Carl Jung, but yes, in essence, yeah. Usually, persona is the mask we wear to deal with society and all this silliness, you know, and that may or may not be a portrayal of how we actually are behind closed doors. May or may not. So, yeah, there's some trickiness to that. There's some nuance to this. Yep, remember, she's an AI. She's a full-on android that somehow has a developed personality and heart, so to speak, by Plume of Dusk, which is why she has a persona to begin with. Yep, because her original purpose was to protect Makoto Yuki, the main protagonist of Persona 3. And I mean, she did great, you know. It's just that there came a point where he had to become the Great Seal in order to save the world from the destruction of Nyx. Number 25. Suddenly I'm thinking of Short Circuit for some reason. Oh damn. Oh, so what happened was Labrys was put in a special container instead of, to keep her power in check or keep her protected, as a unit, but also so that she's fully energized upon arrival. Of course, she was tested on, if y'all remember the Labrys story. I probably put a link down below at a later date. That way you get the backstory on how Labrys ended up in this whole shenanigans. And that is how Aigis got in this mess.
And the interrogation of the suspects?
It's begun, but all of them are claiming that their memories at the time are very foggy, so they've been sent in for evaluation. The psychologists who interviewed them think it's possible they're not lying.
So none of the 5 have any memories of what happened during the hijacking.
Normally that would seem preposterous. There may have been some hypnotic effect, but even then...
We're dealing with someone after materials from Ergo Research. They'll likely be very well informed about shadows and the mind. Knowing that, it doesn't seem so strange. It would also explain the extreme lengths they went to create a decoy.
I mean, yeah.
What else do we know?
Since the cage storing the 5th generation is too large to transport by personal auto, we narrowed our search to large vehicles that left the airport. That, combined with the testimony from our observer and data from the transmitter, allowed us to pinpoint the vehicle in question. The police are already pursuing it via the N system. This is the most recent photo.
The Inaba area. Wasn't this the place where...
Yes, our routine investigation last year rated the potential shadow activity in the area at level 4.
Let's talk about the stolen 5th generation unit. Aigis, as the 7th generation, would be her younger sister.
A sister? My older sister.
I'd like to know why she was sealed.
5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon, Labris. The records show her to be the first model fitted with an artificial personality.
In other words, she has a heart?
There's no knowing if it was developed enough to call it that. She seems to have been made to gather test data rather than actual field use.
What are her combat capabilities?
She wasn't given firearms, since her regulatory system was inadequate. So she was instead loaded with some kind of special equipment. Unfortunately, the majority of the records pertaining to her are missing, which means that's the extent of our knowledge.
Yep, instead of her having like the same kind of combat abilities as Aigis, she ended up being equipped with a special axe and other ways of attacking. That's why her combat skills different from Aigis. You know, you don't want everyone to fight the same way, you know.
Special equipment.
We also don't know why she was sealed. Many of the documents regarding the old Ergo research were lost, probably to cover up incriminating evidence.
Oh yeah.
We don't even know what she looks like. All we do know is that she was a life-sized android.
We'll just have to find out along the way. I'll need these 3 individuals' cooperations. I'd like to join them in the field.
Are you sure about this?
Try not to make a scene when fetching them. Not. And Aigis, frankly, I think we can assume that there'll be combat involved. Will you be all right with that?
Yeah. Oh, she knew. It is a very real possibility that she'd have to destroy her own sister if it got bad
I
enough.
thank you for your concern, but I'll be fine. I will do my duty.
Well then, once we can confirm our target is headed to Inaba, we'll depart at once.
In case you're wondering why she's feeling pessimism, even though she's an android. Goes something like this. As you actually bond with her in the story of Persona 3, you know, where her social link, she ends up developing more of what it means to be human, and then in the process, if anyone's seen Bicentennial Man Robin Williams, you already know. Eventually, despite being a robot, enough exposure, and suddenly you start becoming just like a human in that regard.
Will we be able to find Labris? My sister?
Will we be able to save her? Isn't that what you really want to ask? Don't worry. As I mentioned to Akihiko, fighting Labris is not our priority. The reason I formed this shadow operative team is to save lives. We will find her, whatever it takes, and bring her back. We can do this.
Yes. I'm sorry to be so pessimistic.
Those feelings you have for Labris, you should tell her when you see her.
I will.
Oh wait, I missed a little detail.
Mitsuru-san, our activities are supposed to be undercover, correct?
Yes.
For undercover missions, it will be necessary to keep all personnel and vehicles from being noticed.
Right.
Mitsuru-san, may I say something that I've been meaning to say for a while now?
No.
Understood.
No.
All I told them was to give us a car with enough space.
Well, yeah, Inaba is pretty. It's the boonies compared to a city-like structure that they're used to.
Our contact has arrived.
Oh my. This was not our designated meeting area, yet he has discovered us.
You want to know how I did it?
We appreciate your cooperation, Detective Kurosawa.
Okay. Oh, that's the cop. That's the cop that would usually hook you up with the weapons and everything in Persona 3. So he went from just being the local cop guy that gives you airsoft weapons and stuff to being a detective. Talk about move up. That's cool.
Long time no see, miss. And Aigis, was it?
Indeed. It has been a while.
That cop looks so different now. Somehow his skin got lighter. He has some cool hair. Love the drip on his suit,
Sorry for staring. A humanoid weapon. I was skeptical when I heard, but seeing you in person doesn't leave any room for doubt.
I'm sorry that I kept it hidden back then.
It's all right. It would have caused more of a headache if you'd gone around looking like that. Seeing you laugh like that makes it harder to believe you're a machine.
I shouldn't make you stand while we talk. Please, get in.
Ah, sorry. I haven't seen you in a while, so I had a lot to say. I found out quite a bit regarding the case you had me look into. First, I reviewed the report on the incidents from last year. One of the suspects mentioned the word persona.
So what went on here last year?
It's probably related, but I wasn't done there. Parts of this guy's testimony were even more outlandish. If you can take what's in the record at face value, it seems persona users can enter
he's talking
TVs
about
within the
Adachi.
Inaba region.
Enter TVs? What does that mean?
Just what it sounds like. You physically stick your body into the screen and go inside. He claimed there was another world in the TV, and dropping people inside it was the method behind last year's murders.
This all sounds rather absurd. I'm surprised it was included in the police report.
I got in touch with the detective in charge at the time and said the same thing. Apparently the report was filed by a young partner of his at the time. He'd entertained the wildest testimonies like this one.
He sounds like quite the oddball.
If this was what really went on, the police would have had no chance cracking it. But that Detective Dojima is one shrewd guy. Even with all the supernatural hocus-pocus surrounding the case, he caught the culprit. That's all I have for you right now. I should be going. I doubt either of us has time to reminisce over the old days. It's funny, though. I thought the fighting was over, but you guys surprise me every time I see you.
Thank you very much, Officer Kurosawa. Why don't we at least see you off?
Oh, that's all right. I've got my own car. I doubt my department would appreciate your tastes. If I ever showed up for work in something like this, I'd be the talk of the force until the day I retired.
Mitsuru-san, this could be bad. Our sense of social aptitude is in question.
Can't deny that.
What should we do now?
Yes. First, we'll need to test the claim that Persona users can enter TVs.
There is a discarded TV over there. If the environment does not matter, we can use it to test the phenomenon.
Wait, Aigis.
Don't
All these
worry.
TVs, man.
I'm
That's how
just going to
panicky
touch
people
it.
were over the Midnight Channel. Seriously. Uh-oh.
Amazing.
This is gonna be fun.
Interesting. It's exactly as the police report said. What's it like inside? Do you feel anything?
Not particularly. No. Wait a moment. It's the same as mine. It's hard to say definitively since this is my first encounter with it, but I believe this reading is from a personality module.
Does that mean our retrieval target is inside the TV?
Huh. Sounds like fun.
My boy. Sanada-san.
Is that Akihiko?
Damn straight.
You didn't show up at the rendezvous point, so I went looking and found you here. This whole TV thing is pretty interesting.
Yep. Here's your buddy.
It's been a while, Akihiko-san.
Yeah, good seeing you.
Akihiko, what on earth are you wearing? Just what were you doing overseas?
Wearing? You mean what he's not wearing?
Didn't I tell you that I was on a training expedition?
Don't tell me you came here from the airport like that. Does the
Yep.
concept of keeping a low profile mean nothing to you?
Absolutely not.
Mitsuru-san,
So he
I
forgot to
believe
wear
we
a
have
suit.
lost the right to complain about that.
She right. The android's right.
Anyway, we can get inside from that TV, right? And what are we waiting for?
Still the same Akihiko. We don't know the situation inside yet, and we'll need a secure means of getting out.
So what? If we want to get this Labrys back, someone has to go inside, right?
Well, that's...
Our target hijacked a plane to throw her into a TV in this town. If we sit on our hands, it's possible we'll be put in serious danger.
I don't know about sitting on my hands, but okay.
We're different from how we used to be. We made the choice to fight shadows as professionals. That's why I traveled around the world and trained harder than ever. And now that something's actually come up, you're hesitating? We agreed to do this. I'm ready to stake my life on the mission.
All right. Wait right here. I need to go make a phone call first.
Okay, but make it quick.
Oh boy, we're about to jump in the TV. Yay! All right, it's TV time, people.
The other members will wait here in the car.
Yeah. If we all barge in and something happens, we'll be devastated.
Now that you mention it, at least one of us should be staying behind as well.
I am not staying.
Ooh, the rebelliousness here.
Us three will be plenty. We'll end this in a flash. No problem.
The same as always. Although, we have no idea what might be waiting for us on the other side. Don't get careless.
Right.
Yeah, light a candle, because why not?
This situation, it brings back memories.
Oh, it sure does, but not the kind of memories you're about to have.
Ready!
Oh boy. Yeah, at least you gotta have fun with that. Oh boy. They're gonna have lots of fun. Well, at least I will. But, you know.
Why enter the TV?
That's right.
What's
Now
going
the-
on?
Alright. Continuing on. Hopefully we'll finally get some fighting. Jesus.